I've been all alone. No one left you. I've been all alone. No one left you. I've been.
Hi, so today I show you how I make a sample with some vocals. So I start with the bass. The vocals is a loop from splice. You take, the foundation is the vocal and it sounds like this.
I've been all alone. No one left you. I've been.
I just put some reverb and EQ.
I've been all alone. I've been all alone.
I pitch the vocal 5 less semitone. And the thing that I do when I create a sample, with some vocals, and I start with vocals, it's just understand what the vocals need. In this vocal, you have, some pause.
I've been all alone.
And start with the harmonics, drive
I've been
harmonics.
all alone.
And it's super interesting because we can play with this. So I have this idea to have this chord start with the harmonic start. It sounds like this.
I've been all alone. No one left you.
The sound is super dreamy, match perfectly with the vocal, and the atmosphere of the vocal is super important to have, a good chord progression for sure. But one of the most powerful thing is the sound selection. So I have this scene. It's late night for my analog lab bank. So I complete this with the bass. No, I don't want a flat bass. I want, some movement in this bass. Maybe a hard bass for contrast the chill and vibey sound. With the chords. And the sounds used is F1 for my analog lab bank. Super cool bass. This movement in this bass, it's more analog and more interesting. Don't be scared to contrast the vibe that you create with another thing. So it's like this.
I've been all alone. No one left you.
So right now we have a good foundation. So what I make after this, it's just play a lead and it sounds like this. So the sound used is loud for my analog lab bank. Honestly, it's one of my favorite lead for this type of sample. And in the context, it's just so amazing.
I've been all alone. No one left you.
I add candy, so it's just this. Sound used is nostalgia from my analog lab bank. And to make this sample more immersive, more ambient, I add just these two textures with some reverb. You can have this sound, on YouTube, Splice, everything. It's more immersive, it's more, like an ambience. To continue the sample, I just keep the vocal and the bass, and I add this new synth. It's called Friends from my analog lab bank, and it's matched just perfectly with the ambience. Super cool. And I add, this lead finally. Super simple lead, but I play with the pose of the vocal. We play with the vocal, we follow the vocal. So thank you to watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe, it helps so much, and we see us in another video.